Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with the second layout using the March hip kit. This one took me 45 minutes to complete and I'm showing you some of the stuff that I might be using, and I have a pile of scraps already. And the reason for that, if you just search, it'll either be before this video or right after. Usually every month I do a paper selection, photo selection, embellishment selection. I was getting I don't know if you want to say bored, but I just wanted to switch it up. So what I did was I took half the kit because I buy the extra pattern paper. So I took the extra pattern paper that I bought and I just cut it apart. So go check out the video, like I said, either before this one, right before this one, or right after, and then you'll see how I did that just to try to change it up this month. So I know I wanted to use that navy cardstock as the background, and that came in the cardstock add-on, and I just got it out the middle just so that I could mount my photo on some navy cardstock. And I haven't picked out my embellishments or anything like that. Again, just I don't know, because I was running, I don't know if you want to say behind on getting these layouts done. I didn't want to take the 45 minutes at that time to get get that already. So I thought, well, I'll just get a few layouts done, and so that I have layouts to upload on YouTube, because as of last Friday, I'm working 9 shifts out of 11. So I started on the 10th, on April the 10th, and I have 2 days off from here to the 20th. And so I thought, well, let's just get a few layouts done so I have stuff to upload to YouTube, and then I'll sit down when I have a little bit of time and start putting pattern papers together and embellishments and photos and stuff like that. So I've since separated the pattern paper. Now today I'm going to sit down and put the embellishments and photos, and then because now I'm so busy, I'll just have to grab something if I have a few minutes and get a page done. So I took one of the pattern papers and glued it down as the background. So I made sure that I kept at least one of each pattern paper so that I could use them as background if I wanted to. And then I took a template that came in the color add-on, and it is from Dilutions, and it's called Bubbles. And I took also a paint dabber, a distress paint, and it's called Cracked Pistachio. And Tim Holtz is coming out with a new paint every month, and this is the paint or new color every month, and this is the color for January, Cracked Pistachio. And so I just did the background with that, and then I just took the dabber too and just kind of inked around the edges and stuff like that, just to add more interest to the background. Now I didn't have to, because I cut a whole bunch the pattern paper in just strips randomly. I didn't have to figure out, oh, what should I do, as far as layers. I just went and just grabbed some basically scraps and just added it on the layout. And I get to a point, like, because I do so many layouts with each kit, that at the end, remember I said as I get to the end, the pages seem to get put together so much quicker. And I credit that to the fact that, all you have is scraps. So you just kind of put it the way what's left and put it together. So I thought, instead of going, oh, I don't want to cut into that pattern paper, I love it, cut everything up, just have scraps to start with, and then just start putting everything together. And I had done that almost 2 years ago, and with a kit. And because I like to change it up, I don't like to do the same thing month after month after month. So I try to come up, with little different things to try to spice it up, I guess. And it seemed that it worked because, usually at the beginning of a kit, it takes me over an hour and a half to do a layout, and this one only took me 45 minutes to complete. Now, because I haven't chosen all my embellishments ahead of time like I usually do, now I have to go through the kit, through my iris container, and try to pull out things that coordinate. And there was an embellishment pack from Pink Fresh Studio, and there's a lot of gold into it. And gold is, well, I thought gold wasn't one of my favorite, is not my favorite color. But like Janet pointed out on my Killikit video, when I came to the layout with, it was a wood grain background, and then I took an ink, a spray stain, not a spray stain, a stain, distress stain, and I kind of did the circle with the wood grain, and then I used all the gold rub-ons, and I said that that was one of my favorite layouts that I did for February. So I guess maybe gold is maybe rubbing off on me, I guess. It's still not the first thing that I'm gonna go to, but it seems that there's more and more gold in kits, so I guess by using it, I'm starting to like it a little bit more, I guess. So I had taken a scrap, one of the scraps, and it was that blue, that teal with the navy blue stripes, and I had kind of cut a chunk out of it and kind of put at the top and the bottom of the layout. And I'm finding it like it's too vertical right now, and that's why I'm trying to find something that, like a horizontal line, to try to make it look so it doesn't look so vertical. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to take away those two teal, and then I'm going to use that bigger piece underneath all those layers. And I like that a whole lot more because it makes it kind of spread out more horizontally, and it doesn't look as, I don't know, it just looked quite anemic. I didn't like that. So now, like I said, I just took those pieces of pattern papers, just kind of layered them how I think they looked good, and now I have my base already done, and now I'm going to start working on my clusters. And we got a few paper clips this month. There was a couple of chevron arrows and a couple of banners, and on this one I'm going to use one chevron arrow, and it is in the aqua color. And now I'm just fussing around some of the embellishments that came in the kit, and I like those. They're from Pink Fresh Studio, and they're like a wood veneer, and I'm gonna use one on this layout, and it just says hello lovely. And this is a picture of New York City, and we went in 2012. I had gone by myself with a couple of girlfriends in 2006, and I want to go again. I know, there's so many places to kind of go visit that we haven't been to, but it seems that we always want to go back to places that we love. Like, we've gone to Boston like 4 times. I've gone to New York City twice, and we've gone to Florida twice. And instead of flying, we always drive, because then we get to go through, X amount of states, and we love that. So anyway, I did end up grabbing a few of the die cuts from the Pink Fresh Studio, and there's just like a circle. It's just kind of the outline of the circle. So I'm going to cut it in 2. I'm going to use it in a couple of places. And then there's also a sticker from the sticker sheet that came in the kit, and I'm going to cut that apart, use it on 2 different places. I'm going to use both types of stickers that came in this layout, or in this kit, and I'm going to just put Miss You NYC. And before I forget, while I'm just adding the embellishment, this was a layout that I did for the challenge that I put on my Facebook group. So the challenge was to use 2 types of letters. So that's what I did there. I used tiny letters and some alpha stickers, and to use 4 types of embellishments, which I did. And then, I used chipboard, I used wood veneer, I used puffy stickers, I used paper clips, I used stickers, I used die cuts, I used a flare. So I used like 7 actually, and cork stickers. So tons of different embellishments. And then the other 2 things was to use a stencil. So I used that Delusion stencil, and ink or paint. So I used paint. I used the paint dabber in the cracked pistachio, and I used it for the stencil and then all over the layout too. And so that was fun. That was, if you don't know about my Facebook group, I have the link down in the description below. I issue challenges every month. This month I just decided to issue 4 challenges, and I've issued the second challenge for April yesterday. So I'll be working on that today. So that's it. That completes this layout. And here are a few close-ups of all the embellishment clusters. So thanks for watching. Bye.